Hello. In this video, we will be going over the required setup for the client security hash, dispatcher, and performer robots required for the UiPath developer license. We will first need to connect our robots to Orchestrator. This video will cover how to do so. The first thing that we will need to do is to find our domain/username. We can find this by opening command prompt. We can type in "who am I?" and then enter. We can see here our username or domain. We can copy this. Then we will need to locate the computer name. We can do so by going into our settings. When you bring up settings, it shows a screen like this. You can go into System, scroll all the way down to About, click on About, and your device name or PC name will be displayed here. We can copy that information. The last piece of information that you will need is once you are in Orchestrator, you will be creating a Orchestrator tab. When I click into, I'm brought up to a page. I'm shown my queues, assets, I can view my robots, but most importantly, I have a URL. We will be using this URL here, and it does include the name that you have created for your UiPath Orchestrator Hub. Once inside of our hub here, we will then need to scroll down to Management, Robots. Let's click on Robots. We will create a new robot. You will have two options for creating a robot: a floating robot or a standard robot. We will not be going over the differences in this video, but you may research which robot will be the best for your type of situation. In this instance, I have created a floating robot. Right now, it is connected, and we can see an available status. If you are not already in UiPath Studio, I suggest opening UiPath Studio at this point, because then we can click on the arrow on our taskbar. We can see UiPath here, the icon. Mine is blue because I am currently connected. I will, for training purposes, right-click on Orchestrator Settings and disconnect my robot. Once disconnected, we can see that the icon has changed from blue to white. We can see that it's offline. We can see here in Orchestrator that I am now disconnected. In my robot, we can see that I have used the domain username presented in the command prompt. When you create this robot, you will be using the same domain username that shows on your personal computer. It will be very different from mine. The next step is to create an environment. There's another tab up here up top by Robots for Environment. I have already created my environment, so if we go into Edit, we can see it's just named. And then finally, we will be creating a machine. Machines are one more below the robots in management, so we'll click in here. You'll have two options: a machine template or a standard machine. In this instance, we will be using a standard machine. Once you create a standard machine, you are provided with a machine key. When you create your machine key, you must use the computer name found in your PC settings here. You must use that computer name. We will provide our robot with a license. I have provided an unattended license for right now. Before I click out of the screen, I will open up my disconnected robot, I will right-click and click on Orchestrator Settings. I can copy the machine key right here and paste it in. This is so that the robot can pick up the robot that I have created in Orchestrator. So this is connecting my UiPath on my desktop computer directly to the cloud robot in Orchestrator. The Orchestrator URL is the URL that we will be using, including the hub name that you have selected for your Orchestrator. So this was my path. And then we can click on Connect. Before we connect, we must make sure that your machine name, again, is the same name that is found in your settings, that is your device name. So we will connect. It said connected. My icon is now blue. If I go into robots, we can see a green light. My status is available, so my robot is connected to Orchestrator right now. So information uploaded into Orchestrator will be gettable by your desktop UiPath, and this is required for the client security hash, dispatcher, and performer robots for the UiPath developer license certification. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the next video.